Okay, Hare Krishna. So welcome everyone. We continue with our discussion on matter and antimatter, part 4. So when Krishna is ready, you can share the screen. Thank you. Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna. Hare Ram, Hare Ram. Okay, so who would like to speak, please? Hare. Thank you. Don't raise your hands, I can't see you. Okay, just speak, please. From the beginners, we prefer from the beginners, please. Thank you.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji, can I read?
Yes, please. Hare Krishna.
Thank you, Prabhuji. Thank you, His Grace. Wish Prabhuji.
No, please. Thank you very much.
No one, therefore, should lament for the loss of material energy. All varieties of sense perception in the categories of heat and cold, happiness and distress, are but interactions of material energy which come and go like seasonal changes. The temporary appearance and disappearance of such material interactions confirms that the material body is formed of material energy inferior to the living force or jiva energy. Any intelligent man who is not disturbed by happiness and distress, understanding that they are different material phases resulting from the interaction of the inferior energy, is competent to regain the anti-material world. Life is eternal, full of permanent knowledge and bliss. The anti-material world.
So regaining the anti-material world. So you become qualified to go to anti-material world. Okay. So this is what we discussed in the previous part of the program. Yes, please continue. Thank you.
The anti-material world is mentioned here, and in addition, information is given that in the anti-material world there is no seasonal fluctuation. Everything there is permanent, blissful, and full of knowledge. But when we speak of it as a world, we must remember that it has forms and paraphernalia of various categories beyond our material experiences. The material body is destructible, and as such, it is changeable and temporary. So, so is the material world, but the anti-material living force is non-destructible and therefore it is permanent. Expert scientists have thus distinguished the different qualities of the material and antimaterial particle as temporary and permanent respectively. The discoverers of the two forms of matter have yet to find out the qualities of antimatter, but a vivid description is already given in the Bhagavad Gita as follows. The scientist can make further research on the basis of this valuable information.
So scientists say that antimatter is permanent. Matter is impermanent. That's what they say. No? So Prabhupada are now giving information about what is Bhagavad Gita. Yes, please continue. Thank you.
The antimaterial particle is finer than the finest of material particles. This living force is so powerful that it spreads its influence all over the material body. The antimaterial particle has immense potency in comparison to the material particle, and consequently, it cannot be destroyed.
See, even the soul inside the body is very powerful. The soul is not restricted by the bodily movement. So there is a reason when a pure devotee leaves the body, they merge into the Supersoul. No? They're working with Supersoul in the heart of the perceptor. Yeah. So we cannot put our whimsical thinking this or that in the spiritual portion. Because you have no idea about spirituality. Yeah. People say I'm spiritual, but they have no idea what is spiritual means. Means that you are not this body, you are spirit soul. They act accordingly as a spirit soul. It's very high performance. Yes, not some whimsical one sentence statement that okay, I'm spiritual. Yeah, please continue.
This is but the beginning of description of the antimaterial particle in the Bhagavad Gita. It is further explained as follows. The finest form of the antimaterial particle is encased within the gross and subtle material bodies. Although the material bodies, both gross and subtle, are subject to destruction, the finer antimaterial particle is eternal. One's interest, therefore, should be in this eternal principle.
Okay, anyone have any question on this sentence so far? What do you understand about this?
Only like there is one little confusion for me. Like here it's mentioned, although the material body, both gross and subtle, please correct me if I'm wrong. Like gross is one we can feel, and subtle is our false ego, mind, and intelligence.
Yes,
So like they also get destroyed because it's written they are subject to destructions.
yes, but not for everybody. Subtle body is destroyed when we are qualified to go back to antimaterial. But at the time we are not yet ready to go to the antimaterial world, then we require subtle body. It is remaining with us. Is that okay? Sukshma Sharir. Is that okay? Okay, anyone has any question? Okay, so the finest form of antimaterial particle is encaged within the gross and subtle material block. Although the material bodies, both gross and subtle, are subject to destruction, the finer antimaterial particle is eternal. One's interest, therefore, should be in this eternal principle. Yeah, please continue. Thank you.
The perfection of science will occur when it is possible for the material scientist to know the qualities of the antimaterial particle and liberate it from the association of non-permanent material particles. Such liberation would mark the culmination of scientific progress.
Just read the last sentence again.
Such liberation would
No,
mark
no,
the
before that. From
culmination.
before that point also. Before that.
The perfection of science will occur when it is possible for the material scientist to know the qualities of antimaterial particle and liberate it from the association of non-permanent material particles. Such liberation would mark the culmination of scientific progress.
Otherwise, material will always give you attachment. Any kind of attachment is material. Is a material word. Remember this. Any kind, it's not going to help you. Full stop. Attached to perform a duty is another thing. Attached by itself is another. So it's not going to help. And you see your own progress by how detached you are. And at the same time, you're attached also. It's a it's a two situation. You cannot be detached from your near and dear ones. But at the same time, you're not overly attached because you know your chanting is going to help them. So you become helpless and keep on crying and not eat and also going to help them. But if you are going to be enthusiastic in your bhakti, then Krishna is in your heart. He's accepting this knowledge. Yeah, very good. Please follow the knowledge. So what does he want? This one given. This is how it is. Simple. Yes, please continue.
There is partial truth in the scientist's suggestion that there may exist also another world consisting of antimaterial atoms, and that a clash between the material and antimaterial worlds will result in the annihilation of both. There is a clash which is continually going on. The annihilation of the material particles is taking place at every moment, and the non-material particle is striving for liberation. This is explained in the Bhagavad Gita as follows. The non-material particle, which is the living entity, influences the material particle to work. This living entity is always indestructible. As long as the non-material particle is within the lump of material energy known by the names of gross and subtle bodies, then the entity is manifest as a living unit. In the continuous clashing between the two particles, the non-material particle is never annihilated. No one can destroy the antimaterial particle at any time, past, present, or future.
You understand this? I want you all to read this and say this in your own words. Not you directly, some other devotees in the beginner's program. The non-material particle, this paragraph.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji. Thank you Prabhuji for taking the classes. Thank you Mataji and Krishna Swapan Krishna Prabhu for organizing the class. Thank you Deepak Prabhu for reading. What I understand by reading this paragraph is that the non-material particle, which is the soul, makes the material particle, which is the body, to work in this material world. And they are always clashing, the soul and the material body. But we have read before that the antimaterial particle, if it is different from the material particle, then it is opposite of the material particle, then it is also different, sorry, then it cannot annihilate as the material particle can annihilate. So when the both collide, antimaterial particle, which is the soul, cannot annihilate, it is immortal and it is always living. That's what I understand, Prabhuji. Thank you.
Okay, very good, thank you. Other please, anyone from beginner's program?
I have a doubt. Here it is written that the non-material particle, which is the living entity, influences the material particles to work. So the non-material particle, which is the living entity. Now when we read ki kan kan mein haram, like example. So from Krishna everything is manifested. He is in every single atom. So apart from the material, material energy, like the particle, here the sentence is there, like the non-material particle is within the lump of material energy known by the name of gross and subtle bodies, then the entity is manifest as living unit. So how it is different, like living entities, everything is emanated from Krishna. So the non-material particle is within everything. Krishna is within everything. So how some are called living entities and some are like non-living entities. So what separate like living and non-living entities? Here the general term is there, key non-material particle.
Sorry, I'm not able to follow the question. Could you reframe it there?
Yeah. Prabhuji, just like the soul is there in body, so we call living entity. The soul is also non-material particle. And the non-material particle, same is in non-living entities also. Like we say, kan kan mein Ram, everything is emanating from Krishna. So every atom there is Lord. So the same non-material particle that we are referring to is there also. So why are we not calling that living entity?
No, we are talking about material being, which is lump of matter. It's not living at all. So it's called lump, right? Like stone or something which, like your clothes, your shirt is a lump of matter. The shirt becomes useful when you wear it. So you are a spirit soul. Similarly, the body that we are is lump of matter, is useless. So the soul is inside the body, which is making the body wearable. So the body is antimatter, is matter, and the soul is antimatter. Are you understanding this point?
Like, but my doubt is that we study like there is like Krishna is there in everything. So the body that is matter, still the antimatter particle is there because Krishna is there in matter also. So how can we understand that?
So in the body also Krishna is there, you're saying, correct?
Like we say every like kan mein aram, so everything
Yeah,
is
that's right. That's right.
Krishna.
So super soul. This is super soul. Yeah. So with the super soul, when it leaves the body, the soul can't leave the body, the super soul leaves the body. Is that okay? Do you understand this point?
Yes, Prabhu.
Explain to me this.
Like there is still a little confusion, but I have
Yeah,
to
I understand. Think about it. So I want you to stay with this and think about it. And others also in the beginners program. Explain to me in these words if you understand it. If you don't understand it, just I don't understand.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji. Thank you, Prabhuji, for taking the class. Thank you, Punargan Mataji. Krishna Samarpan Krishna Prabhuji.
We can't see you. Is it you're coming on two different cameras? When this
Yes,
camera is off.
yes, Prabhuji. I'm coming from two different devices.
Okay, no problem. Please continue. Probably your other camera is on here, which is you're not able to see. Not to worry. Please continue. Please continue.
Thank you, Deepak Prabhuji, for reading. Prabhuji, yes, I understood a little bit. So here it is written that the non-material particle is within the living entity. The living entity is indestructible, and so as long as the non-material particle, which is the anti-material particle, the soul is there, um, it the living entity is working. As soon as the soul is anti-material particle is gone, the body stops working. And between the clash, Prabhupada then writes that between the clash of these two, the anti-material particle or the soul is then uh, like the material particle, the living entity. Between this clash of both, the soul is never distracted. The material particle, the material gross, the body, uh, it is destructible, but the anti-material particle is never destructible between that. And it is encaged, the anti-material particle is encaged within this material lump of energy, which is the gross and the subtle body.
Okay, does he answer your question? Yeah. Deepak Prabhu, does it answer your question? Sorry, yes or no?
No, Prabhuji.
So which part it doesn't answer your question?
Like, I'm still stuck on the part like last to last class, or like in the part one or part two of matter and antimatter. We read something like whatever the matter is there, even on the planet Earth, like the energy is there. We say ki we can neither create energy nor destroy. We can only convert it one from to another. So the energy is also Krishna, whatever is there in the matter. So what separates us and that matter is like Krishna is there in both, but the living entity, the soul, that separates us. I can know, but why is that? Like the antimatter, we refer to the living entity because the antimatter is Krishna also. It's present in both. But the living entity, there is a little difference, right? It separates us and everything. Krishna is in everything. So I'm a little confused about that. I don't know how to frame it. I have to go through the lectures again and
No, I understood your question. I have got the answer too, but I want you all to evolve the answer. It's a very good question. So, Suchi Mataji, you got the question? Because what you understood is not what he was referring to. You understood what he's trying to say?
Sorry, Prabhuji, I was telling only my understanding of that paragraph. I was not. I did not know I need to answer Deepak Prabhu. But I did not understand the question, Prabhuji. Sorry.
Okay. So in the beginners program, who else is there? Varun, Vyash, Varunji, you understood the question?
Hare Krishna Prabhuji, thank you for taking the class. Thank you, Mataji, and thank you, Krishna Prasad, for arranging the class. Prabhuji, by reading the paragraph, I was able to relate with the verse from Bhagavad Gita, chapter 2, verse 20. "Na jayate mriyate va kadachim." But I was not able to understand Deepak Prabhu's question entirely. Maybe because lack of context of the previous classes that I haven't attended. That's why.
Okay. Well, yes, Anjali Mataji, you understood the question which he is asking?
Uh, I tried to understand the question. I think it meant that Krishna is both an anti-material thing and material thing. But what makes it different than anti-material? What does it makes different than material thing? How soul is different than the material body? I think that was his question. I think Krishna is in both.
How soul is different from?
Different than the material body when Krishna is present in both the soul and the material body.
Yes, you understood the question correctly. Is it a question, Deepakji?
Yes, Prabhuji, like kind of.
Has she defined the question correctly?
Yes, almost.
Okay. So yeah, is it clearly defined?
Like the one thing that was like that Anjali Mataji said ki how soul is different from material body, that was not in the question. The question is that ki why antimatter is referred to the soul only, like Krishna is also antimatter, so it's present in everything.
Yeah, that's right. She said that the Supersoul is present still. That's why is it called matter. Okay. You understood, Sushi Mataji, this question? You have an answer for this? Sorry.
Yes, Prabhuji, I can try.
Oh, very good, very good. Please give the answer.
So Deepak Prabhuji asked uh, that soul is present in living entity and even in non-living entities. And when you say that Krishna is antimatter, so how it makes different with like the non-living and living beings and the living beings, right? Um, So, Prabhuji, I think you gave the answer that the point of super soul, that Krishna is present as antimatter in all living entities as super soul. So whether it is a human being or a stone, it is present everywhere, like what Deepak Prabhuji said, "Kan kan mein hai Ram." So the concept is that it is present as super soul in all the living and non-living entity and all the creation, basically. So it is present as that um, the all pervading form of Krishna, which is present everywhere. So that's what I think. That's kind of an answer to the proposal question.
I think that was a question. Why is it called matter?
So basically, Deepak Prabhuji is asking why it is called matter then.
Yeah, is it not so difficult? Is this a question?
Um, but
Is it correct, Deepak Prabhu?
Yes,
Is she
sir.
defining a question?
Yes, like the antimatter is there in everything. So why it's
Why
called
call it
matter?
matter?
Yeah, and secondly, what separates the living entity from Krishna? Like if living entity is there, we call it antimatter, and Krishna is there in everything. So why call it matter?
Yeah, good.
And like I got a little hint from, I may be wrong, from Suchi Mataji. She said all pervading form. So it's like different forms of Krishna. Energies are different. Maybe.
Okay. So you got a question, Suji Mataji?
yes, please.
So yeah, you get an answer for that.
I think Prabhuji, it's very clear above that. I think you can give answer, Prabhuji. I'm lack of articulation won't be helping
No,
me.
no, 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 no. All of you can articulate well. If you know the answer, you can articulate it well. Very good. Please, please attempt. This is the whole idea. See, I do not like to give answers. I like to generate answer. Yeah. So even if it takes a bit of time, we go here, there, instead of go straight line. If I give an answer, it is straight, 1, 2, 3. But then you say, okay, fine, I got the answer. But how did we reach that step? Those reaching of the steps is important. It is our intelligence.
Prabhuji, I think it was very clearly in the above paragraph. It was in the first, second series. It was mentioned that living entity is antimatter, uh, and the living entity is under the um, energy of the living entity has like you gave the example of a shirt, and when a person wears a shirt, the shirt like that becomes functional. So basically that is the lump becomes functional when it is the antimatter element goes in that lump. So that is the separation, I think. That's what is written there. That's the separation. So when the for example, if we say that there is Krishna everywhere, so yes, it is present, the antimatter element is present, but the stone is not functional, because I mean that's what Deepak Rose I mean, why the stone is not functional and why the human body is functional.
He's merely saying that why the stone is called matter and a body in which the soul is there called antimatter. When the super soul is antimatter present everywhere.
But Prabhuji, why the
No, no, no,
stone,
no, don't argue with me to answer his question.
why the
I'm a
stone is
facilitator.
called why the stone is called matter and why the body is called antimatter? This is what
If the soul is present in the body, Am I right, Divabu? Is this a correct question in its perfect sense, pointed sense?
Yes, Prabhuji.
Yes. So you got the answer. Please, please, we want to do this. We want all of you to give the answers.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji.
Yeah, one minute. I'm waiting for Sushi Mata to respond. Yes, madam.
So Prabhuji, I think so. The soul is present in body, and that makes it functional. And Deepak Prabhu is saying that it is not, if it is not present, or if it's present in stone, then why it's not making it functional? Correct?
No, no. You see, why do we call a stone matter devoid of spiritual significance? When there is Paramatma present in the stone also. Kankar mein base hai Ram. Only when
Yes.
the spirit soul is in the present, we say it is alive.
No, why will I? Yes, I think it's present in the stone, because if we say that kan kan mein hai Ram, and we say that Krishna is there in every eh, living and non-living entity, then why it is said that? I don't.
Yes, that's right.
But then the stone has a soul or not? That's a different.
Yeah, no, no. You haven't answered this question.
No, I'm also thinking about it, that, but that's clear on my part that yes, it is also that the stone has also been given that, like it also has that anti-material.
Yeah, so he's asking why are we calling it matter if it's anti-material element inside?
Because the soul, the
Now, you know
stone
the
does.
answer? You know the answer?
Yeah, this, I think the stone does not have the subtle body, intelligence, mind, and falsity.
Is that the reason why?
Yes, that should be there, because the gross element should be there, because the earth, water, fire, air, ether is common, and the subtle body, which is mind, false ego, and intelligence, I think that's not there in the stone.
Is it answering your question, Deepak Prabhuji? Thank you very much, mother.
Like kind of Prabhuji, I can relate it. Like when I read the soul
No,
is present between
you don't give the answer, but I'm saying what explanation she has given. Is this satisfactory to you?
not fully satisfactory, but little satisfactory.
Okay, so please tell us what is the satisfactory part?
The satisfactory part is that we just read that the soul is present between the gross body and the subtle body. I asked like what is the subtle body? So in that paragraph it was written the soul is present between those, and it makes the living force. So now I'm thinking in every matter the subtle body is not there. So soul cannot be placed there. Something like it's still a confusion, but a little hint is there.
So you want to stop this question answer? Is it over? You conclude now?
No.
Then Suchi Mataji, question is not answered. Can you give some better examples or better things to answer this, please?
I think that's what the logical reason is, that it's the subtle body is not present there in the stone. Subtle, um, and the gross is there. But then uh, that's what makes the difference between a human being and a stone, what Deepak Prabhu is asking. That's the differentiation part. And I want to clarify what is not being clarified by Deepak Prabhu. I mean, that's where I'm really confused. I'm not able to understand what is not non-satisfactory part.
Vishnu Prabhuji, can I say?
Please continue. Please continue.
The non-satisfactory part or the clarification I need is like, why are we referring anti-material particle to soul only, not super soul? Like super soul is present everywhere. Still, it was written when the anti-material particle is there, we call it something. So the anti-material particle, that is Krishna, is present everywhere. Still, why are we referring soul as antimatter, not the super soul as antimatter?
So basically, the thing is that you want to do be clarified on the part that soul, super soul, is present everywhere. But why don't we say that soul is not present everywhere?
No. What he's saying is, why do you treat soul as superior to super soul? So only if the soul is present, we call it anti-material. Where the super soul is present everywhere, what do we call it material? आप समझे?
Hmm.
In the shirt, we say the soul when the body is wearing, but even in the shirt, Krishna is present. Kan kan mein base hai Ram.
But that anti-material element is not present in shirt.
Is it so? Then how do we say kan kan mein
No,
base hai
but
Ram?
yeah, the super soul is present everywhere.
Yeah, that's what she's saying. The super soul is present
Uh,
everywhere.
when we talk about body, then we say that soul is present and super soul. These two are present
So,
simultaneously.
so both has to be present.
Both has to be present.
You got your answer? This is the answer. Deepak ji, you understand this?
Is like Prabhuji, when both are present, so we are calling it living entity. But why the antimatter particle? Like we are treating it the soul superior. If antimatter is everywhere, still that doesn't answer the thing. It answers like we are calling living entity when both are present. But when one is present, why are we not calling it antimatter? Because antimatter is there.
Yeah. So why are we calling super soul to be subservient to soul? The super soul is Krishna and is present in the shirt also, but we say no, when the shirt is worn, it becomes like kan kan mein base hai Ram. Why the soul has to be present? To call it antimatter. Antimatter.
Oh, I need to answer
Discussions,
this.
yeah, discussion is to give the question very clearly, defining question very clearly. In philosophy, it's very important to define question. That's what we're doing now. So defining very clearly. So tell us, you have an answer for this? To define Deepak Prabhuji?
That why the superiority has been given to soul, not super soul.
Yeah, because he says Ram, so everything is anti-material. Why do we call it matter in the first place?
But Prabhuji, I think
No, no, no,
super.
no, don't talk to me, talk to him. I'm just conveying the
I
message.
am I am
This
also
is his question.
I was very sure like the sequence was very now clear as you intervene, the question become clearer and clearer to
Yes, yes.
me.
Yeah, that's what I'm doing. Yeah, I'm just making sure the questions are clear. Yes,
uh, I'm able to understand the question and according
yes,
to my understanding give some answer. I don't
yes,
think.
yes. So you know the answer for this? For this,
uh,
yes or no?
mm,
If
mm,
yes, then give the answer.
I'm not sure about this. I can try as per my understanding.
No, no. You say yes or no.
No, no, no.
You don't know.
Mm.
Okay. Did you think about this question before?
Um, I was just thinking that I was thinking about not exactly this thing, but I'm thinking that if uh, the soul the spiritual elements, the antimatter is soul and the super soul. And I was thinking that I was thinking about the gross element,
No, no, no. You
certain
knew.
element.
Did you think like this? That why is the super soul in the stone not considered, but only when the soul in the stone is considered? Do you think like this?
No, I did not think like that.
Yeah, that's my question. No, then you must go and tell Deepak Babuji. Very good question. Just tell him this.
Thank you, Deepak. It's a very nice question.
Yes, now it's making me think now. So मैंने सोचा ही नहीं. So all this while, all of you accepted very good. We are not thinking deeper. He's going deeper. Varun Vyas ji, what do you think? Have you got an answer for this question? You understood the question of Deepak ji, Deepak Prabhu?
Yes, Prabhuji.
Okay. Do you have an answer for this?
No,
For him?
Prabhuji. No, Prabhuji.
Had you thought about this question before?
Sometimes,
Or-
Prabhuji.
Oh, you thought about this question before?
Yes, Prabhuji. Sometimes I think.
Tell me, what did you think?
Prabhuji, sometimes I think like if God is there in every particle, uh, then why are we worshipping a specific deity and not everything? Because there are a lot of nature worshippers in this country. All the tribal tribes are doing that.
Yes.
So that was that I used to
Yeah,
think.
good point. There's a good angle of thinking. That's correct. Correct. Good angle of thinking. Very nice. So what is the answer for you then?
Uh, so Prabhuji, my answer was like uh, we cannot worship each and every element specifically. That's why we have one consolidated deity, and we with our whole heart we worship that deity, so that on behalf of the entire nature we worship it. That I used to think when I joined the classes with at that time. That was my thinking.
Sorry, could you repeat this answer again, please?
So Prabhuji, my thought process was, if we cannot, so we are not able to worship each and every element specifically every time. So in order to worship them consolidated way, we have the deity worship concept.
Okay. So that means when you walk on the road, you're walking on Krishna.
Yeah,
You think
that
like
is.
this?
Yeah. So, yeah, once I thought that, but I didn't get the answer. That's I haven't thought
Then what
long.
did you do? I don't talk about it. I didn't think about it. If when you wear shoes, then you're wearing Krishna as a shoe. Do you think like this?
Now I'm thinking more in
Now I'm
that way.
thinking, oh, so what makes you think? Now, what makes you think now?
Prabhuji, the discussion was going towards that direction where I haven't touched upon.
Yes. So what you should do to the person who's thinking what you're not thinking?
I should also deep think, Prabhuji. Take
No,
some
no.
time.
First you must say, Deepak ji, what a wonderful question.
It's-
ये तो मेरे भेजे में आया ही नहीं. I did not think like this. इतना सा I do this data mining, this mining, that mining, but this mining has not happened only me. Even in my mining also Krishna is there. God. So you must say, Deepak ji, thank you very much. I did not think like this. Tell this to him. He deserves this, no? Anyone
So,
who asks, you are getting knowledge from him, right? Because he asked the question, right?
yes, ma'am.
So you will sit and listen to knowledge just like that. That is not our way. That's not my way. My personal way. So what we should do first thing?
Thank Deepak Prabhuji.
Deepak ji, very good question. Thank you very much. I was sleeping, I was awake now. Please tell him this.
Thank you, Deepak Prabhuji, for raising this question and making me think in this direction.
Yeah, thank you very much. Even I was sleeping. Thank you very much, Deepak ji. Yes, Anjali Mataji, you have an answer for this question of Deepak Prabhu?
No, Prabhuji, I never thought in this direction. So
You never
thank
thought
you,
about this
Deepak
direction.
Prabhuji.
You're very good. That's correct. This is how we should be doing. Thank you very much, first of all. And then we start, go and go to sleep, Don't do that. Be very eager to hear this system. Somebody will give an answer. So, very good answer. Thank you very much for giving the answer. There is a meaning of our thanking each other. You understand, in this program, we say, thank you for training us. Thank you for teaching us. So even you as students also we thank. Thank you very much for thinking about it. This is the meaning of Bhagavatam also. When the questions were raised, to Sukdev Goswami, he thanked them. Munaya sadhu prastoham bhavadbir loka mangalam yat krutah Krishna samprasno yatma suprasidati. He says, I'm thanking you for raising these questions because this question is beneficial for all mankind. And for me also, that means to him. So this is Bhagavatam way. I'm not teaching anything new. If somebody says Ambarisa is delving to heaven, no. Bhagavatam is reading. When you read Bhagavatam, he says this first. This verse is there. You read this verse. Yeah. Okay, now let's go to the next step. Anyone from the intermediate level, please? Can you answer the question?
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji. First of all, thank you so much, Deepak Prabhuji, for asking such a nice question. In fact, I was like, when you asked the question the first time, I was thinking that I've been like, we've studied these books and so much philosophy. This question never occurred to me. I did not have the intelligence to even think like this, that it's the same antimaterial particle, but why is it being treated differently? It's a very, very profound thought. Thank you so much. I do not think that I have a good answer to this question at all. The point that I was thinking regarding like individuality, like because that is the only thing that, because super soul is the same in everything, but the soul is individual. Like has a individuality of its own. That's the only thing that's different, but then still it's still anti-material. Both are still anti-material. So I really do not know the answer to that question. But thank you so much, Prabhuji. Hare Krishna.
Deepak Prabhuji, you asked one question, everybody is enlightening. Everybody enlightened. The lamp is open. See, the brains have become now prajavlit. You know? If you see the brains have become wow, far out. Yes, anybody else, please? Prabhu wants to say something. Yeah, you want to answer the question, please. You're very eager to answer the answer.
Thank you, Deepak Prabhuji, for the question. I was thinking in this way, Prabhuji, that Krishna is in material things as well. Like we studied that he pervades everything, he enters everything, but he is not that material thing. Like you have once mentioned that Krishna is in material things, but material nature doesn't touch Krishna. But I'm still not very sure about the exact difference between them. But this is something that came to my mind when Deepak Prabhuji asked the question. So thank you, Prabhuji. It got me thinking.
Very good. Very good point. Very good point. Yes, anybody else?
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji.
Sushi Mother, you had your chance, Mother. Now listen to anybody else. You should get them. I'll give you more than enough chances. Let others speak. Thank you. You develop this. Yes, Sushi Mataji, anyone from intermediate level, please?
Thank you, Deepak Prabhuji, for asking this question. I have thought this before, this question, but I have
Very good.
not asked this question.
Why?
Yes, Roji, I was thinking that if this is anti-material, then the other particles are also everything is part and parcel of Krishna. Then how come that particle can be a material if everything comes from Krishna? So I was thinking that point when Deepak Babuji asked this question. Now I was thinking like, yes, this question will be answered. But I don't know the answer of this question. But thank you, Deepak Babuji, for
Then why didn't you ask this question
yeah,
before?
yeah. I have not asked this question.
Then you must say, good question, Deepak Prabhu.
Yes, it's a very good question.
That's good. You guys are clever. You're already coming to the point, answering in your own way. Very good. Wait, anyone from the Reader's Sangha, please? Those who are switched on, those who are not switched on too. Because we've gone too far ahead in our philosophy. This is a very basic, very standard, very good question. And you know the answers. You already know the answers, all of you. At least the Leaders Sangha. This connection has to be made. That's it. I'm quite sure. Yeah, sorry, before that, Dimashi Mataji, you said, everybody said it. Okay, I'll give everybody a chance here. Anyone from Leader Sangha, please? Nobody from Leader Sangha also? I mean, it's okay, that's fine.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji. Yes, it's very nice question, Deepak Prabhuji. Yeah, thank you for asking that. I had actually, means just like what Varun Prabhu says, I had a similar kind of discussion in the past where Navina actually posed me a question because she said, if Krishna is in everything, are we walking on Krishna all the time? And I remember that. So I said, yes, yeah, in one way. But I think we had also discussion many months ago because if Krishna is in everything, then why we need to go to temple, why we can't worship anything. And some people do that as well. So I think at the time, one answer I think we got from Srila Prabhupada in one of his lecture, he said that there's a difference between energy and energetic. So yeah, actually the whole material energy is the energy of Krishna, and there is a difference between the creator and the actually creation. So yeah, so that one point actually, kind of satisfied me, that answer that yes, Krishna is actually, everything is manifested from Krishna. And actually he's a creator. So actually nature is not a creator, is being created by Krishna. So I understood that point. So yes, but actually this particular pointed question, no, I did not thought about this. But I can only say the difference is actually the presence of soul and the actually super soul in a Jivatma. Whereas actually the material elements, they only have actually Krishna is present as a Paramatma, as one of his expansion, So yeah, I think, but not this pointed actually particular question, Prabhuji. So thank you, Deepak Prabhuji, for actually making me think and for this very nice question.
Yeah, that's good. So that energetic is not a full answer in the point about Krishna being super soul present everywhere. No? Okay, all right. Now, Krishnadas, I'll just wait. I think we cannot. Others also, I can see if anybody wants to say anything to the leader Sangha. Otherwise, I'll ask him to show words which you can read and recite now. I'll come in a minute. Hare
Hare Krishna. Can someone Hare Krishna, can someone please recite this verse? I can recite Prabhuji. Yes, please. भूमिरापो नलो वायुः खं मनो बुद्धिरेव च अहंकार इति यं मे भिन्न प्रकृतिरस्तधा. Synonyms translation by Srila Prabhupada, Srila Prabhupada की जय. Bhumi, earth. Apa, water. Anala, fire. Vayu, air. Kham, ether. Mana, mind. Buddhi, intelligence. Eva, certainly. Cha, and. Ahankara, false ego. Iti, thus. Iyam, all these. Me, my. Bhinna, separated. Prakriti, energies. Astada, total 8. Earth, water, fire, air, ether, mind, intelligence, certainly, and false ego. Thus, all these, my separated energies, total 8. Translation: Earth, water, fire, air, ether, mind, intelligence, and false ego. Altogether, these 8 comprise my separated material energies.
Thank you, Roji. You can read the purport as well.
Yes. Purport by Srila Prabhupada, Srila Prabhupada. The science of God analyzes the constitutional position of God and his diverse energies. Material nature is called Prakriti, or the energy of the Lord, in his different Purusha incarnations, expansions, as described in the Swatvat Tantra. What is the metaphysics for this? Shall I just read it from you?
Yeah, just read it.
विष्णोस्तु त्रीणि रूपाणि पुरुषाख्यानि अतो विदु एकं तु महतः शास्त्रद्वितीयं त्वन्दसंस्थितम् तृतीयं सर्वभूतस्थं तानि ज्ञात्वा विमुच्यते. For material creation, Lord Krishna's plenary expansion assumes 3 Vishnus. The first one, Mahavishnu, creates the total material energy, known as Mahat Tattva. The second, Garbhodaksha Vishnu, enters into all the universes to create diversities in each of them. The third, Kshirodaksha Vishnu, is diffused as the all-pervading Supersoul in all the universes and is known as Paramatma, who is present even within the atoms. Anyone who knows these 3 Vishnus can be liberated from material entanglement. This material world is a temporary manifestation of one of the energies of the Lord. All the activities of the material world are directed by these 3 Vishnu expansions of Lord Krishna. These Purushas are called incarnations. Generally, one who does not know the science of God Krishna assumes that this material world is for the enjoyment of the living entities, and the living entities are the causes, Purushas, controllers and enjoyers of the material energy. According to Bhagavad Gita, this atheistic conclusion is false. In the verse under discussion, it is stated that Krishna is the original cause of the material manifestation. Srimad Bhagavatam also confirms this. The ingredients of the material manifestation are separated energies of the Lord. Even the Brahma Jyoti, which is the ultimate goal of the impersonalist, is a spiritual energy manifested in the spiritual sky. There are no spiritual diversities in Brahma Jyoti as there are in the Vaikuntha Lokas, and the impersonalists accept this Brahma Jyoti as the ultimate eternal goal. The Paramatma manifestation is also a temporary, all-pervasive aspect of the Kshirodaksha Vishnu. The Paramatma manifestation is not eternal in the spiritual world. Therefore, the factual absolute truth is the Supreme Personality of Godhead Krishna. He is the complete energetic person, and he possesses different separated and internal energies. In the material energy, the principal manifestations are 8. As above mentioned, out of these, the first 5 manifestations, namely earth, water, fire, air, and sky, are called the 5 gigantic creations or the gross creations, within which the 5 sense objects are included. They are the manifestations of physical sound, touch, form, taste, and smell. Material science comprises these 10 items and nothing more. But the other 3 items, namely mind intelligence and false ego, are neglected by the materialists. Philosophers who deal with mental activities are also not perfect in knowledge because they do not know the ultimate source, Krishna. The false ego, I am, and it is mine, which constitute the basic principle of material existence, includes 10 sense organs for material activities. Intelligence refers to the total material creation called the Mahat Tattva. Therefore, from the 8 separated energies of the Lord are manifest the 24 elements of the material world, which are the subject matter of Sankhya atheistic philosophy. They are originally offshoots from Krishna's energy and are separated from him. But atheistic Sankhya philosophers with a poor fund of knowledge do not know Krishna is the cause of all causes. The subject matter for discussion in the Sankhya philosophy is only the manifestation of the external energy of Krishna, as it is described in the Bhagavad Gita.
So, Hare Krishna, Deepak Prabhu. First of all, when people thank you, what did you do?
Krishna Prabhuji, like I thank my masters who made me think. Like I can't think like this before.
Who are those masters?
His Grace Avinash Prabhuji and Her Grace Sarvasiddhi Mataji.
Very good. This is always the case. Okay? Then you are safe. All right? You are a Shiksha Guru. All right? It's very, very important. Thank them.
Thank you, His Grace
Okay.
Avinash Prabhuji. And
Yeah,
Her Grace
you did it. You just said it anyway. I just wanted to make sure. This is teaching to everybody else also. Because somebody else may ask a good question. I asked a very good question. I'm very God. I'm God. It will come like that. Not now, afterwards. So, good. And thank you to everybody for being humble to say, thank you. I never thought like this. Wonderful question. Make you think. So all glories to all of you for being humble. Example for us. So Hare Krishna. For pranam. So you got the answer from this question? This Ubera Purnadavaya. Got the answer? Deepakji?
Not only the answer, I didn't want the answer. Like we got the things how it is done, but still the explanation remains.
Yeah, there is understanding is required. So see, the thing is this that they are first of all, first point is what? When you say Kankan mein base hai Ram, Lord Ram or Lord Krishna is in every atom. What does it actually mean?
Now what we read is Shirodaksha Vishnu who enters everything.
Yes. So what does it mean? Ishvara Vishnu is a Paramatma. But Krishna enters, it is a separated energy. Bhinna Prakriti Astada. 8 of them are separated. There is no 9. Only 8. Okay. So now there was a discussion taking place between Srila Prabhupada. So that's why every small thing, big thing that we speak, we must be very attentive. We've taken this example in the past. But Srila Prabhupada were asked this question in perfect question, perfect answer. It's a small book of Prabhupada. And I've read this, it was so revolutionary. So I shared this many, many times. It was eye-opening for me, not for Manda Buddhi, that Prabhupada were answering this point about Krishna's separated energies. And a disciple came to Prabhupada with the milk. So Prabhupada said, the milk is from cow, but this cow's separated energy. Milk is not from somebody else, something else, but from the cow. This cow separate. This is how Krishna's energies work. Okay. Now, there are 3, understanding that point, Srila Prabhupada very mercifully explains this point that how this material world takes place. Okay. Now, this is a very basic summary given. Believe me, there are very deeper understanding of the 3 Purusha avatars. As we study deep, we get more information and more. And it is very hard for me when I read further up to really digest this. So sometimes I make graphs and understand this and keep that graph with me and refer again and again. I pick up somewhere and refer again. Okay. So the three Purusha avatars means the Garbhodakshaya Vishnu, the Karanodakshaya Vishnu or Mahavishnu, the Garbhodakshaya Vishnu, and the Kshirodakshaya Vishnu. So even when we do Shraddha of our ancestors, we do it till Karanodakshaya Vishnu or Mahavishnu. Okay, all right. And technically we say that is Krishna. Yes, in a way, but yes and no. If we go deeper on the subject matter, I don't want to go more further on this discussion at the moment, but it's yes and no. Generally, it's no. But anyway, let us go further. Okay, it is yes in a way also. So, Krishna is Paramatma. Everything from is manifested from the body pores of Krishna. You know, you heard this from us before. So, what does it mean? It is from Krishna. Agar aapka pasina, if you from your body you get sweat, you say, I'm sweating, I must take my shower. The sweat is coming from my body pore. You don't say sweat is coming from your body pore. Correct? So this is how from the body pores, unlimited body pores of Krishna, Garbhodakshaya Vishnu, unlimited universes come out. Because our body pores are limited, and ants' body pore is even smaller than us. Okay? So they may have their own ways of feeling heat, removing the heat from the body, as we have got this way of sweating. So this is the meaning of Garbhodakshaya Vishnu. From his body, all universes manifest. From the from the Mahavishnu, from Mahavishnu. Okay. Now, after this is done, there's nothing in it. Universes come, there's nothing in it. Diversifications are done by this Mahavishnu, who takes the form of Garbhodakshaya Vishnu. There's another, the second Purusha incarnation. The three. So first is Mahavishnu, second is Garbhodakshaya Vishnu. So Garbhodakshaya Vishnu enters into each of these universes and creates the divisions: upper planetary system, middle planetary system, lower planetary system, divisions among them. What consists of the upper, what consists of the lower, all this. This is called blueprint of the creation. Yeah? You understand this? So just like somebody makes an apartment. And then comes Kshirodakshaya Vishnu. So to manage this creation, the third Purusha Avatara takes place. He manifests from Garbhodakshaya Vishnu as Kshirodakshaya Vishnu. It is this Vishnu whom we generally worship and say lying in the ocean, of course. So causal ocean is Mahavishnu. Ocean of milk is different, you know, and this is the ocean. So when we say that there is also when Dhruv Maharaj lives in a planet, Kshira planet of milk, it is with Kshirodakshaya Vishnu. He lives. Half of it given to him. Yeah? So it is this Kshirodakshaya Vishnu which is Paramatma living in all living beings. And also in all non-created, everything created, which also includes earth, water, fire, air, ether. But what is earth, water, fire, air, ether? By nature, separated energies of Krishna. And because Krishna is being created, he's a creator, there is the same form of a stone, which through devotion, it is not some whimsical thing. You can make a shape of Krishna. Yeah. Is it not so? But it will refer the various Vedic scriptures to say how to create a murti. People cannot think and make their own things. It's not right. It's not bona fide. Right? So this is how The Paramatma is living in the existing in the so-called all material creation takes place. Do you understand? Earth, water, fire, even fire is Krishna separate energy. Air is also air that we breathe. And our body, which is made up of these 8 elements, and then we as subtle, there's 2 more, 3 more, and then the super soul. All are from Krishna. But we are not separate part and parcel. What is done? We are Mame Amsha. We are part of it, part of Krishna. Mame Amsha Jiva Loke, Jiva Bhuta Sanatana. There is another word Krishna says. Mame Vamsha Jiva Loke. So we are Amsha of Krishna. Amsha meaning what? Part. Not separated. Part. But still, Krishna created us separately, but not inferior. That's why we say that earth, water, fire, air, ether are inferior energies of Krishna, separated by him. And as spirit soul, we are marginal. Means we are superior, but the quantity is very small. That's why we call marginal. And then there is superior energy of Krishna, which is the spiritual world. That is the meaning of the super soul. So the Jiva Atma is quite different from the earth, water, fire, air, ether, which are inferior by nature. They're made like this. They are made as non-living beings. We are made as living beings, as Jiva Atma, but small, minute. Being minute, we can be influenced by either Krishna's superior energy, which is Golok Vrindavan or Vaikuntha planet, or Krishna's material energy. Okay? But this is the meaning when we say that Kan Kan mein base hai Ram, because everything is from Krishna, everything is from Ram. Yeah? But by nature, they are dead. When Krishna created earth, he created dead matter. But he entered into it as actual salvation. When Krishna created us as living beings, he created us separately as living beings. And Krishna himself is super living being. So technically, yes, we can say everything is Krishna that way. Everything is so in a superior vision. Be very careful of what I'm trying to say now. It is not for everyone at this stage. Who am I to judge? But please excuse me. That at a certain stage when somebody achieves, he doesn't differentiate between living being and non-living being. It's everything is Krishna. But be very careful. Mayavad philosophy is in it too. Everything is Krishna. So one requires a lot of experience to see this. There is nothing else but Krishna in this world. And that is a correct vision of things. Did I explain these points okay to you? Did I communicate these points? It may take me time to explain a bit more further and for you to think about it also. But did I explain these points to you first? I'm not saying did I explain the answer. I'm saying did I explain these points to you? Is it okay? I can't see you, please. Speak.
Yes, Prabhuji.
Okay. So in whatever your capacity, all this will be revealed to you as you study larger books, deeper books. Yeah. But in some way, does it answer your question in some form? Then why we are saying that it's dull matter is called not spiritual.
Yes,
Although it is spiritual, Krishna is there. Yeah. So remember this, summarize this point. How the material world takes place, you have to understand. We have to understand this. So it is done at the Karanadaksai Vishnu stage or Mahavishnu stage. Okay. Then Karanadaksai Vishnu creates disparities in each of these creation, blueprint of creation, and Kshirodakshaya Vishnu is the third Purusha avatar, enters into it as Paramatma. That's how he controls everything. He knows what's going on, manages things. And it is in each of these universes that Brahma exists. And Brahma is born from Garbhodakshaya Vishnu, not Kshirodakshaya Vishnu, who's in each universe. And he exists, Garbhodakshaya Vishnu exists in each of the universes. There's only one Mahavishnu, but there are multiple Garbhodakshaya Vishnus and unlimited Kshirodakshaya Vishnu. And it is this Brahma who then in turn populates each universe and fulfills each of these differentiations based upon the blueprint given to him by Garbhodakshaya Vishnu. Okay? More will be clearer as we discuss further. If you choose to continue to remain with us, get your knowledge with us, these topics will come again. Okay, is now these pointers which I gave you, are these pointing towards the resolution to your query?
Yes,
Prabhuji.
yes.
Don't say for the sake of it.
No, Prabhuji, like I have made a few points. I'll go through it again, and it's pointing in some direction. It's pointing.
Yes. This is what the words that we studied is the foundation words for answering this question. So that is the reason why we say that we should be very, very particular about these foundation points. Otherwise, we go further, but foundations are weak, so we'll not know. And then we say, I can't chant, I'm not focused on this, on that, all those things will come. Because you don't study. People don't study this, you know. Even after studying it is so hard. Yeah. As Prabhupada would say, अगर पत्थर से मुझे भगवान मिले तो मैं पूजूं पहाड़. People say like this. Same thing was said by Varun Prabhu. Yeah, same thing Prabhupada would say this. अगर पत्थर से भगवान मिले तो मैं पूजूं पहाड़. But that's not the case. It is just like saying that if Krishna is in the knowledge books, which you're studying the knowledge, you've studied A, B, C, D, E, F, G, and your 10th standard, 11th standard, 12th standard, and MBA engineering. You studied MBA engineering, correct? So the books also there is Krishna in the pages of Krishna. So what does it reveal? It doesn't reveal to you on your own. The same way, because he is separate energy on it. Same Bhagavad Gita by itself is vibrationally, we say. You keep it, it will give you benefit. Because it's Krishna's words. And Krishna's words are not different than him. But those are separate energies of Krishna. That's very important to understand. Yeah. And in other words, Krishna says that that these living beings, Mama Vamsa Jiva Loke Jiva Bhuta Sanatana. Nama Shashtani Indriyani. He is saying this, that these living beings are working hard in manipulating matter. The first part he says that the living beings are my part and parcel as jivas. And they are working hard manipulating matter. And it is through the living beings only that matter is manipulated. That the sand becomes a building, apartment building. And from the cotton you get cloth. You require a living force to do this. Although the Paramatma is a part and they are separate energy of Krishna. But by nature it is dead matter. Not the tree. Tree is not dead matter. The moment you cut it off, a branch becomes dead matter. So from the tree we get cotton. But cotton has to be processed to make into cloth. And for that you require Jiva Bhuta Sanatana. Mama Vamsa Jiva Loki. And these Jivas, as Krishna says in the Bhagavad Gita, they have to have a body. Jantra Rudhani Mayaya. Yeah, like yantras, we have got body. Yantra means machine. You got the body of machine, like machine. Machine has an expiry date. When the body is expired, machine is finished, given up. Otherwise, machine will give you trouble. And it is good after a certain time the machine has to be given up. Otherwise, that machine cannot even walk, cannot even eat, cannot even sleep, cannot even see. You cannot see the machine suffering so much. So Krishna is very kind. After some time, takes away the machine. Before the suffering it becomes too intense for the machine and for the other living beings. There's another viewpoint to see when a near and dear one passes away. Yeah. Is this okay, Prabhuji?
Yes, Prabhu. Thank you so much, Prabhu.
Okay. Anyone else has got any questions on this or anything to share, please?
Hare Krishna, Prabhu.
Yes, Haribol.
I wanted to ask something. I just wanted to ask that if my understanding is correct. So, from the purport that we just read, there was written that Paramatma is a temporary manifestation for the. Is it because the material dead matter cannot act on its own like the fire energies? So, Paramatma enters it and.
Yeah, but by nature, the material world also is annihilated. It was for temporary and goes back in Mahavishnu's body. But that is when full annihilation takes place. But every time, every day of Brahma and every night of Brahma, there are also annihilation, kalpa annihilation. And every night of Brahma, 12 hours, annihilation takes place. It's called partial annihilation. So that's why it is temporary. And they rest in Mahavishnu body. You don't require pure Sai Vishnu. The jivas exist there in subtle state, lying state, dormant state. And when the Sushti ka nirman hota hai, when it manifests again, then again all this process of manifestation starts. It's not just starting just like that. There are a lot of processes to go through before that from the body of Mahavishnu. And we cannot give ourselves an excuse to say, I don't study, I don't understand. We can chant, chanting can take you everywhere, know how. But if it's not, then you must study. You must think. Yeah? If you're dull brain like me, I have to think more, For me, it is more thinking. I make notes, understand, write, as I said, make diagrams. Otherwise, bhul jata hoon. I don't remember many things. Is that okay? Is it all right?
Yes, Prabhuji. So, also, when I was remembering chapter 15, I was also trying to see the synonyms because it helps me remember faster. So in chapter 15, there's a lot of mention of that there are like two classes of men, like Shara and Akshara. It was mentioned there. And in the, I think, 17th verse, it is said that besides from this, there is a super soul which enters the creation and is maintaining all of them.
Yeah.
So it is is it the Paramatma feature of Krishna is only for the maintenance of the material world
Yes,
and
yes.
nothing?
Because as Vishnu maintains, Brahma creates material world under the order of Garbhodakshaya Vishnu. Lord Vishnu maintains there is Kshirodakshaya Vishnu and Garbhodakshaya Vishnu, but Kshirodakshaya Vishnu. And then Lord Shiva annihilates.
Is it also because, Rosie, that nothing can exist apart from Krishna? That's why he enters it and is maintaining it. Because anything cannot exist without Krishna. That is why
Of course.
Paramatma is there.
Yes, of course. We cannot avoid Krishna in any way, shape, and form, whether we know about him or not. I don't know Krishna, okay, that's fine. You cannot say I do not know the rule. If you're in a country which has got its own rules or driving rules, I don't know, I just landed here, I'm driving the car. So how did you not know the rules about before driving the car? That's not an excuse not to know. So that's what we say. Everything is Krishna. At the advanced vision, you say everything is Krishna. That's the meaning of what I was trying to say. Is that okay?
Yes, thank you so much, Prabhuji.
Okay. So, anyone else want to say anything? That's why I like questions. Because one-way communication is good, but it doesn't give you so much knowledge.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji.
Yes, mother.
I actually had this one confusion. It is stated here that anti-material part, which is soul, is never created and never destroyed. But I heard that there will be a universal annihilation. There will be a time when universe will annihilate. It will be dissolution. So what will happen to the soul then? Will it have its own individuality, or it will become
Yes,
one
yes.
part of
No,
Krishna?
no, no, no. It remains individuality. As I explained just now, when I explained that point of resolution, I said this, that it goes into the body. We all go into the body of those souls who are not liberated. And before the next birth, then when the resolution takes place, they are resting in the body of Mahavishnu. And with the creation, they are created again. And based upon their past action reaction, it continues the process of birth in a particular body. That's why we call it cyclical. This is the reason why we say that Hinduism or Vedic religion is cyclical in nature. Whereas Christianity says, no, there is a starting point and ending point and finished. You get only one life, one body, it's finished. But they can't answer that why somebody is rich, somebody is born poor, why somebody is atheist, somebody is not an atheist, why somebody is born with deformity, others are not. That they can't answer. Okay. This is the answer for we being cyclical also. Annihilation and rebirth, annihilation and evolution. Okay. But it takes millions of trillions of lifetime. Because Brahma lives for 311 trillion years. But his daily life also is huge number, billions of years. The partial annihilation takes place in each of the universe. Okay, it will reveal to you. Is it okay what I explained to you? This point is a question answer.
Yes, Prabhuji.
Yeah,
Thank
don't
you
get
for
on. Okay, yeah, this question was good. Get an answer. More questions will be asked. Be revealed over a period of time. Okay, very nice. Okay, anyone wants to say anything else before we conclude today?
Hare Krishna Prabhuji.
Yes, yes, very good.
Prabhuji, just for my understanding, I just wanted to clarify that because that last point is not clear that which Deepak Prabhu questioned that why then stone is not superior than human being. Then you
No, no, wait,
shared
I said, yeah, because they are non-living beings. By itself is nature. Yeah.
because of that subtle body is not present.
No, subtle body is material. Subtle body is not that important. It's
Huh.
immaterial. Subtle body is needed for us to take from one body to another. It's not that important. Don't give so much importance to subtle body. Your answer is wrong. I'm thinking is wrong. Subtle body is needed for us to survive in this material world, to enjoy and suffer. That's it. Nothing else. Just like earth, water, fire, and ether. Gross body is subtle body. Is it okay?
Yes, Prabhuji. So
But by nature, as we are born small, living beings are small by nature. They are called infinitesimal. There are others who are born big also. And then there are others which are not born as living beings. Earth, water, fire, air, ether, mind, intelligence, false ego, they are Krishna's separated energy. So his energy, but say he separated himself from it. But as Paramatma, he is inside it to control it. Fire also, water also, and earth also, and air also.
uh, Prabhuji, when the soul enters, then it becomes
Because the nature of the soul is to be alive. That's why it becomes alive.
correct. Okay, got it.
But the soul cannot enter into a stone to be alive.
Yes.
Only a super soul can become a stone to be alive. And then according to the scriptures, we can create a deity form of it, not our own physical thing. And then a pure devotee can request the super soul to enter into the deity.
So, Prabhuji, that's why it is called Pran Pratishtha.
Yes, that's right. Pran meaning to be alive, bring it alive in the body. And not everybody can do it. Although many may claim to be doing it, but not everybody can do it.
Sorry, Prabhuji, can I just explain what I understood?
Yeah, please.
So, because the soul has to be entered in the matter to make it alive, and that's why there is a distinction between soul and a human body. And even other matter which is present, for example stone or a road or anything, that's why we don't worship a road, because that the antimatter, the soul has to be entered to make it alive, to make it worshipable.
Yeah, the nature of the soul is alive. The nature of this earth is not to be alive. That is the point. That is the answer. You understand this point?
Yes, Prabhuji.
They are created like this, you know. So we say, what is the dharma of chili to be spicy? The dharma of the earth is not to be alive. Okay, is that okay?
Yes, so that the dharma of the soul is to be alive.
Yes, it's alive by nature. This is how it is.
Yeah, that's...
You cannot. Your soul means to be alive. Earth doesn't need to be alive unless there is some manipulation takes place.
Yes.
So the body is earth, made of earth, water, fire, air, ether, all this. But by itself is not alive. Although within the body there are living beings, cells, which are also alive. There are other living beings also which has got Paramatma in it and soul in it also. So as I said, we just cry for somebody who just left the body, but it's only one soul. What about the unlimited souls which are still alive or they're dead again?
But the stone does not have soul.
No, it doesn't have soul. So by stone, nature is not to have soul. I was talking about the cells in the body. Is that okay?
Yeah.
Don't think it's black and white. Don't think
Yeah.
Krishna consciousness is so easy to be, well, I'm doing sort of, no, way. You have to constantly think, constantly debate. That's why I say, I train you to say, this is my way only, this is my way to, our way to say, think, you think, you debate, you think. Prabhupada did the same thing. You know? Prabhupada taught us this. So we are just insignificant follower of Prabhupada. Okay? So I can tell you, this discussion will give you more than if somebody gives a Nash Bhashan, lecture and go away. You feel very good lecture, you'll make some notes there, but this is how you think, make you think. Make you think. All right?
Thank
Okay,
you.
anybody else want to say anything else? Okay, wonderful. Let us conclude today then. Okay, whose turn is it to sing Maharaj, Maharaj, please hear us? So we'll see next week probably we'll pause this discussion and go back with our realization and then come back with it. What do you want to do? What do you all want to do?
I think Prabhuji, the non-realization, because I think we'll forget things here.
Yes.
We'll forget it. Okay, all right then. But should I do this? Maharaj wants. Yes, okay, all right. So whose turn is it to sing Maharaj, Maharaj, please hear us? Please hear us. Maharaj, please hear us. Please hear us.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji. I sang last time, but I don't know if I should sing again because I'm pretty sure it's Super just turn.
They are not there now. So Sanjeev Prabhu is at work, and Mataji said she's not online. So probably you want to sing. You can sing it twice. You were a bumper.
Okay, I can sing it.
Yeah. Wonderful, wonderful. Okay. Sing very nicely. With actions will follow you. Okay. 1, 2.
Maharaj, Maharaj, please hear us. Maharaj, please hear us. We have learned some real good stuff. We have learned some real good stuff. Maharaj, we have learned one thing. Maharaj, we have learned one thing. And today for you we will sing. Today for you we will sing. If our room is clean, if our room is clean, then our mind is clean. Then our mind is clean. If our mind is clean, we can do anything. If our room is dirty, then so are we. And if we are dirty, we're not happy. Wasting time is the greatest crime. Because wasted time means a wasted mind. So best use your time when you're in your prime. And your whole life will be sublime. If your wealth is gone, then there's nothing wrong. But if your health is gone, that's a different song. But if your character dies, then the world will cry. Only saintly behavior lets humanity thrive. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Rama. We must always remember Krishna and never forget him too. But how are we to practice this with so many things to do? That is the greatest question. And here is the greatest clue. You must learn to work so nicely that Krishna remembers you. So listen very closely and make your thinking sharp. Let's learn how we can live and work so Krishna won't depart. If something's due tomorrow, finish it today. And whatever's due today, do it now, don't delay. Your friends might be lazy or doing bad things. You think again, don't follow them, and you will win in the end. Whatever work we're given, we do our very best. We only live with what we need and give Krishna the rest. This is how to live, to work, and to play. If you learn to live this way, we'll see Krishna every day. And when our time is up, he'll take himself a bow. We sing and dance with him with our hearts full of love. So chant Krishna's names, his glories and his fame is the only way this world will ever become same. Now please ask this greatest question and find this greatest clue. You can only remember Krishna if Krishna remembers you. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
His Holiness Mahavishnu Goswami Maharaj, Shri Gurudev ki Jai. Jagat Guru Shri Prabhupada ki Jai. Shri Ananta Koti Vaishnava Vrinda ki Jai. Shri Sai God Chandra Premanande Hari Hari Bol. Namo Vishwadaya Kishwasaya Bhutila Shrimati Mahavishnu Goswami Namini. Namo Vishwadaya Kishwasaya Bhutila Shrimati Bhakti Goswami Namini. Namo Saraswati Devi Gaurani Goswami Devi Shishma Bhagavata Sadhusaya. Hare Krishna. So thank you very much, dear devotees. Krishna willing, we'll meet you next week, same place, same time. Till then, chant Hare Krishna and be happy. Hare Krishna.
Thank you, Guruji. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji.
Thank you, Prabhuji. Thank you, Prabhuji. Hare Krishna.
everyone. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Thank you, Prabhuji.
Thank you, Prabhuji. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna.